अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। मैं हूँ आपके साथ बिस्मिल्लाह और मैं रेहान कॉलेज का स्टूडेंट हूँ। हमारा जो टीचर ट्रेनिंग का लेवल 2 चल रहा है जिसके ऊपर हम हमारा जो ज़्यादा फ़ोकस है वो हम गोल के ऊपर डिस्कस करते हैं। तो पिछली वीडियोज़ में आपने देखा है कि हमने गोल्स के ऊपर काफ़ी डिस्कशन की है और आगे भी हमारी जारी है। तो आज के सेक्शन में हम गोल्स के ऊपर ही डिस्कस करेंगे और गोल्स में हमने सबसे पहले तमाम चीज़ें जो अपनी वीडियोस देखी हैं उनमें हमने सब कुछ आज सेक्शन जो है वो आपको बताया कि आज का हमारा ये सेक्शन है ये हम करते आए हैं। तो आज का हमारा जो सेक्शन है वो है जो गोल्स है उसमें एजुकेशन है पार्ट जो है वो एजुकेशन का है। तो आज हम एजुकेशन के ऊपर डिस्कस करेंगे और आपके सामने सब कुछ होगा। तो चलते हैं चैट जीपीटी की तरफ और आज का इस मौजू का करते हैं आगाज़। तो देखिएगा आखिर तक ताकि आपको समझ कि हमने क्या की है बात। So,
सुभान अल्लाह बिल्कुल खुशी हुई सुनकर कि तुम्हें ये सवालात पसंद आए। अगर कोई और मदद चाहिए हो या किसी और मौजू पर भी सवालात या मालूमात चाहिए हो तो पेशेंट बताना। मैं हमेशा हाजिर हूँ। ठीक हूँ, शुक्रिया। उम्मीद है तुम भी खैरियत से होगे। आज का दिन कैसा गुजर रहा है तुम्हारा?
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। So well ChatGPT so some days and discuss topic today in section goals and education Pakistan today topics and goals. So discuss and this topic related my first question: what is the basic structure of the current education system Pakistan?
बिल्कुल, ये बहुत अच्छा मौजू है। तो पाकिस्तान का मौजूदा तालीमी निज़ाम The current education system in Pakistan essentially comprises three main levels: primary, secondary, and higher education. Each level has its own curriculum, and the structure can vary somewhat across different provinces. If you have any specific aspect you'd like to dive deeper into, just let me know.
So, okay, my ChatGPT. My second question: what does Article 25A say about education Pakistan?
बहुत अच्छा सवाल है। आर्टिकल 25A पाकिस्तान का एक आईनी आर्टिकल है जो हर बच्चे को मुफ्त फराहम करता है, खासतौर पर 5 से 16 साल की उम्र के बच्चों के लिए। इस आर्टिकल के तहत हुकूमत पर होता है कि
English.
Sure, I'll keep it in English as well. So, under Article 25A, the government is obligated to provide free and compulsory education to all children, especially between the ages of 5 and 16. It's a fundamental right that ensures access to education for every child in Pakistan. If you have more questions or need further details, just let me know.
Okay, my next question: what are the major challenges and facing primary education in Pakistan?
Great question. Some of the major challenges facing primary education in Pakistan include inadequate infrastructure, shortage of trained teachers, high dropout rates, gender disparities, and limited resources in rural areas. These factors often contribute to unequal access and quality of education. If you want to explore any specific aspect further, feel free to ask.
Why? What is education?
Or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and habits. It can take place in formal settings like schools and universities, or informally through life experiences. Ultimately,
ChatGPT. Why is important education for any person?
education is crucial for a person because it empowers them with knowledge and skills, broadens their perspectives, enhances critical thinking, and opens up opportunities for personal and professional growth. It also plays a vital role in promoting social development, economic progress, and overall well-being. In short, education is key to unlocking a person's potential and positively to society.
Okay. What are the major challenges facing primary education? So we'll discuss. So my next question: how are the major challenges uh, in primary education in Pakistan, and what is the main causes and how to solve in this problem?
Absolutely. The major challenges in primary education in Pakistan often include things like inadequate infrastructure, a shortage of qualified teachers, high dropout rates, and socioeconomic barriers that limit access, especially in rural areas. The main causes often revolve around lack of funding, poor policy implementation, and social norms that may do increasing investment in education, improving teacher training, implementing community-based programs, and addressing socioeconomic barriers more effectively. If you'd like to dive deeper into any specific solution or challenge, just let me know.
What is access to higher education limit in Pakistan?
Access to higher education in Pakistan is limited by several factors. These include financial constraints, as tuition fees and associated costs can be prohibitive for many families. There's also a disparity in quality and availability of institutions between urban and rural areas. Additionally, there are challenges like sufficient infrastructure, limited availability of programs, and sometimes a lack of awareness or guidance regarding higher education opportunities. Overcoming these barriers, targeted education more accessible and equitable.
So, okay, ChatGPT. Why is the drop rate high in secondary level Pakistan?
The high dropout rate at the secondary level in Pakistan can be attributed to a variety of factors. Common reasons include economic hardships, where families might need children to work and contribute financially. There are also social and cultural barriers like gender norms that might limit girls' education. Additionally, quality issues, lack of infrastructure, and even the distance to schools can all contribute to students leaving school before completing their education. Addressing these challenges requires a multifaceted approach, including financial support, community engagement, and improvements in school quality.
ChatGPT, what is the education of government and what is education? Is that government education different between private education schools in Pakistan?
In Pakistan, government education typically refers to public schools that are funded and managed by the state. These schools usually have lower tuition fees or are even free, making them accessible to a broader segment of the population. However, they often face challenges like limited resources, larger class sizes, and sometimes less qualified teachers. On the other hand, private schools generally have more resources, smaller class sizes, better facilities, and often more qualified teachers. They tend to follow more modern and diverse curricula and may offer better academic outcomes. However, private schools come with higher tuition costs, which can limit accessibility for some families. In summary, while both sectors and accessibility.
What are the core reasons for a rural-urban education disparity?
The core reasons behind the rural-urban education disparity include several factors. First, infrastructure is often much better in urban areas with more schools, better facilities, and modern equipment. Second, there's a shortage of qualified teachers in rural areas, leading to lower quality education. Third, economic barriers play a big role as families in rural areas may not have the financial resources to support education. Fourth, access to educational materials and technology is often limited in rural regions. Finally, sociocultural factors such as traditions and norms can also impact the emphasis placed on education in rural communities, addressed to level the playing field.
Okay, it's Pakistan education budget and insufficient. Why?
Has historically been relatively low compared to other countries, often hovering around 2% of GDP. This limited funding impacts the quality of infrastructure, teacher training, educational resources, and overall access to quality education can help improve these areas, leading to economic development. It's definitely
Okay, why is there quality gap between public and private school?
the quality gap between public and private schools in Pakistan often stems from several factors. Private schools usually have better funding, which allows them to invest in modern infrastructure, more qualified teachers, and better teaching resources. They also tend to have smaller class sizes, which can lead to more personalized attention for students. On the other hand, public schools often struggle with limited budgets, larger class sizes, and fewer resources, which can affect the quality of education. Additionally, administrative challenges and less effective policy implementation in the public sector can also contribute to this gap.
Okay, why is there quality? Why does Pakistan education quality lag behind global states?
There are several reasons why Pakistan's education quality lags behind global standards. One major factor is insufficient funding, which limits resources for schools, infrastructure, and teacher training. Another reason is the disparity in educational quality across different regions, especially between urban and rural areas. Moreover, outdated curricula and teaching methods can hinder the development of critical thinking and creativity. Additionally, issues like political interference, lack of effective policy implementation, and limited access to technology all contribute to the gap. Addressing these challenges requires comprehensive reforms and a long-term commitment to improving the education system.
What is the education in Pakistan and influenced by politics?
Education in Pakistan is significantly influenced by politics in a number of ways. Political decisions can shape educational policies, funding allocations, and curriculum changes. Sometimes political agendas can lead to inconsistent educational reforms, which can create gaps in quality and continuity. Moreover, political influence can sometimes result in favoritism or bias in resource distribution, impacting certain regions or communities more than others. Political interference can also affect the recruitment and training of teachers, leading to variations in educational standards. Overall, a stable and consistent political environment is crucial for improving and maintaining education quality.
Okay, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, thank you. And this topic related and discussion and more. Give me information.
You're very welcome. I'm glad we could dive into these topics. If you have any more questions or need further information on education in Pakistan or any other related subject, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
ओके, थैंक यू ChatGPT। तो जी नाज़रीन, ये था आज का हमारा एजुकेशन के ऊपर मज़ीद मालूमात ہمارے ساتھ رہیں گے آپ تو آپ کو اور ملے گی معلومات. تب تک رکھیے گا اپنا خیال. سو اللہ حافظ. ویڈیو کیسی لگی کمنٹ میں ضرور بتائیے گا. ویڈیو کو لائک کیجیے گا, چینل کو سبسکرائب کیجیے گا.